Hello students, in our previous lecture we have started the topic of coal and what is the characteristics and uses of coal and how it is formed. We have discussed till now, and now we have to start with the topic that what are the other useful products that we can extract from the coal. So let's start. So the first one is coke. It is a tough, porous and black substance, very tough, porous and black substance. It is an almost pure form of carbon. Coke is used in the manufacturing of the steel. We can use the coke in the formation of the steel and in the extraction of the many metals, means in the process of the separation of the metals from the ores of the minerals. Clear? From under the earth crust there are many ores which contains metals with certain other impurities, so we can use coke to extract these metals. Clear? Because of its porous tough nature. Now the next is the coal tar. What is coal tar? It is a black thick liquid, you can see here in the figure, with an unpleasant smell. Its smell is very unpleasant and it is a mixture of about 200 substances, and we are taking it very thick liquid form. Clear? And the products obtained from coal tar are used as starting materials for manufacturing various substances used in everyday life and in industry. Clear? As a starting material for the process of the construction or manufacturing different products like synthetic dyes we can make, and drugs, explosives, perfumes, plastics, paints, photographic materials, roofing materials. For the formation or for the process of the manufacturing of these materials we can use the coal tar as a initial material. Interestingly, naphthalene walls used to repel moths and other insects are also obtained from the coal tar. Clear? The formation or manufacturing of the naphthalene walls is also from the coal tar. And these days bitumen, a petroleum product, is used in place of coal tar for metalling the roads. Initially, generally coal tar is used for providing the basic surface or metalling the roads when there is the construction of the roads. Clear? So the raw material firstly used there will be the coal tar, was the coal tar in the previous times, but now the second product, that is the bitumen, that is a side product of a petroleum, clear, used for the metalling the roads. And next is the coal gas. Coal gas is obtained during the processing of the coal to get coke. When we are extracting coke from coal, at that time the side product will be formed, that is the coal gas, and it is used as a fuel in many industries situated near the coal processing plants, because where the process of the coal takes place, means where we are forming the coke from the coal, at that time the side product will be coal gas, so that is quite convenient to make the other industries near the coal processing plants so that they can use coal gas in a better way as a fuel. Clear? So coal gas was used for street lighting for the first time in the London in 1810 and in New York around 1820. Nowadays it is used as a source of heat rather than a light, but first time this is used as a light source. Clear? And the next is the petroleum. You know that petrol is used as a fuel in light automobiles such as motorcycles, scooters, cars. Heavy motor vehicles like trucks, tractors run on diesel. Petrol and diesel are obtained from a natural resource called petroleum. Both petrol that we are using in light vehicles like two-wheelers, motorcycles, scooters, cars, and heavy motor vehicles basically depends on diesel. Clear? for the better functioning of their engines. So both petrol and diesel are obtained from the natural resource called petroleum. These are the products of the petroleum. Clear? The word petroleum is derived from the petra. What is the meaning of the petra? That is the rock, and oleum means oil. So basically that is the rock oil. Petroleum means rock oil, as it is mined from between the rocks under the earth. Clear? Why it is named like so? That is the petroleum, because it is mined from between the rocks under earth, as shown in this diagram. See, this is the reservoir of the rock, and here is the water in the oceans. Clear? And afterwards there is the layer of the oil, and then there is the layer of the gas. Clear? You can focus in this diagram. So this is the well, and these are the impervious rocks. Clear? Do you know how petroleum is formed? Petroleum was formed from the organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered by the layers of the sand and clay, like here. Clear? This overall is a rock. Clear? And under this rock we are having the natural resources like petroleum that we have to extract. So petroleum was formed from the organisms living in the sea. As these organisms died, their bodies settled at the bottom of the sea and got covered with the layers of the sands and clay. And over millions of years, in the absence of air, high temperature and high pressure transformed the dead organisms into the petroleum and natural gas. Clear? So in this rock, in between we are having in bottom again rock and water, then oil, that is petroleum, and then gas. Clear? That is formed by the slow reaction that took place over a million of years, slowly under high temperature and high pressure, which results in the formation of petroleum from the dead remains of the aquatic life. Clear? Aquatic life means the species which are living in the sea. So look at the figure carefully. It shows that deposits of petroleum and natural gas. Clear? And you see that the layer containing petroleum oil and gas is above that of the water. Why is it so? Recall that oil and gas are lighter than water and do not mix with it. Clear? So you can put me the question here. You can ask, or there could be doubt in your minds that why I have taken oil and gas in these separate layers, because of their densities. Clear? Oil is lighter than water. Clear? This example you can try at your homes also. Any type of the oil, you can take water in any glass and put 2 or 3 drops of the oil. You can see that oil only going to be at the surface of the water, not going to dissolve. Clear? This is because oil is lighter than the water and gas is lighter than the oil. So I have to take it in the separate layers here, because it is present in the separate layers, and gas lie above the oil surface and oil lies above the water surface. Clear? So now recall that oil and gas are lighter than the water and do not mix with it. So the world's first oil well was drilled in Pennsylvania in United States of America in 1859. Clear? So the first oil well, so from where we are going to take oil, first time this is found in the Pennsylvania in United States of America, from where first well from which the oil is drilled out is in the Pennsylvania in United States of America in 1859. This is the oil is first time drilled. 8 years later, in 1867, the oil was struck at Makkan in Assam. In India, oil is found in Assam, Gujarat, Mumbai High, and in the river basins of the Godavari and Krishna. So these are the certain regions in India where we can drill the wells for oil. Clear? And now next, what is the process of the refining of the petroleum? Petroleum is a dark oily liquid. When we are taking the raw form of the petroleum, this is the dark, very oily liquid. It has an unpleasant odor, and it is a mixture of various constituents such as petroleum gas, petrol, diesel, lubricating oils, paraffin wax. Clear? So the process of separating the various constituents or fractions of petroleum is known as the refining. Clear? The process in which the different constituents such as paraffin wax, petrol, diesel, natural gas that are separated from the petroleum, that process is called refining, and it is carried out in a petroleum refinery. Clear? The machinery used for separation of the petroleum is known as the petroleum refinery. Clear? So the various constituents of petroleum and their uses are given in the table. Constituents of petroleum. Petroleum gas in liquid form uses as a fuel for home and industries. And petrol is used as motor fuel, aviation fuel, solvent for dry cleaning. In dry cleaning of clothes, we can also use petrol. And in motor fuels, light vehicles, cars, scooters, motorcycles need petrol. And then kerosene fuels for stoves, lamps, and for jet aircrafts also kerosene is used as a fuel. And diesel for heavy motor vehicles, electric generators also run on diesel. And lubricating oil uses for lubrication. So basically lubricating oils are required to avoid the frictions for the better functioning of the machines. And paraffin wax, ointments, candles, and vaselines can made from it. And bitumen, paints and road surfacing. At the time of the construction of the roads, the first layer will be of the bitumen. Clear? So now the next is the many useful substances are obtained from petroleum and natural gas. These are termed as petrochemicals. So basically the chemicals or substances that are obtained from petroleum and natural gas are known as the petrochemicals, and these are used in the manufacturing of the detergents, fibers. Which type of the fibers? Nylon fiber, polyester or acrylic or polythene, and other man-made plastics. Hydrogen gas obtained from natural gas is used in the production of the fertilizers due to its great commercial importance. Petroleum is also called black gold because there are many chemicals which we are extracting from the petroleum or obtaining from the petroleum. So for example, petrol, diesel, and paraffin wax and kerosene, these all are the side products of the petroleum or obtained from the petroleum after the processing of the petroleum. So that's why petroleum is having a very great importance, and because of its great commercial importance, petroleum is also called black gold. So till this topic understood the concept properly, and if any doubt you can ask me anytime, and afterwards we will continue with the next topic, that is of natural gas. Thank you.